Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ral, aka Love Glam. If this is your first time on my channel, you're welcome. Please hit the subscribe button down below to join the Love Glam family so that, you know, we can all chill and bond and learn together. Now that being said, two things. You might be wondering, why am I rocking an afro? And secondly, why do I have no makeup on my face? The afro, I wanted to do something different with my hairstyle because after getting my big chop, I've been wearing finger coils for a while now, which I'm going to link the videos here if you guys want to see that. In terms of the no makeup part, I am doing something different, in which I'm sure you already could tell by the title. I am going to try to do my makeup like how celebrities do their makeup, because I've been kind of not studying per se, but kind of like keeping an eye on how celebrities do their makeup. And whenever they do their makeup, it's very natural, it's very like to the essence of their features, whereas when we do our makeup, it's very like deep face, everything face. So, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way, but what I'm saying is like we more so kind of like almost change the structure of our face as opposed to enhance the beauty. Very light, like very like, let me enhance your beauty. So today I actually was very intrigued. I wanted to enhance my beauty and see how I would look and take a few photo shoot like photos, and then we'll kind of see. And by the way guys, I'm not naked. I have this on just in case. I wanted to put this on because I have discoloration on here, I have discoloration on my neck, so I kind of wanted to work together to see how I can make everything match. It's probably not going to, because this is really darker than my face and my body. And so let's actually start. So first things first, I already have moisturizer on my face, so I'm going to go in with the Glam Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer all over my face just to give me that glow, because today we are going for that glowy, natural, high-end look. We'll see if I fail or if I actually achieve it, you know? I feel like I want to add more, so I'm going to add just a little more to the centers of my face just for that more glowy look. And yeah. And next I'm going to go in with this color corrector, and I'm going to try to correct my skin because my face is not really all that right now, guys. And this is very tricky because we're trying to keep it very natural, so I'm actually not going to be using a lot, but like as you guys can see, like this side of my face is completely breaking out. I'm not quite sure what's happening to my skin, to be honest with you, but that's stuff for another video. So I'm just going to put that there. So I'm trying to color correct very lightly, like very soft. Like this is all the product that I have at the back of my hand, and I'm just warming it up first and then going in very slowly. Okay, kind of want a little heavy-handed on this eye, so I'm just gonna use another finger and blend that out. Yeah, I did go a little heavy-handed on the color corrector on this eye. Ideally, I would love to color correct my neck, but that would literally mean I have to plaster a whole bunch of stuff on my neck, so I'm just not gonna even bother. I'm gonna see or hope that it blends out with the rest of the skin. So now my skin is completely color corrected enough, the way I like it. It looks natural. And now I'm going to use this black Opal Suede Mocha foundation for my skin. I'm probably going to be mixing it and the Carob color. I'm not quite sure. We'll see how it goes, because sometimes I do wear Suede Mocha by itself, but then sometimes I find that it's too red. So I'm going to probably mix these two. And again, because we're going for that natural look, I'm using Carob, which is kind of the lighter one. Putting it at the back of my hand, like so. And then I'm going to use Suede Mocha, and I'm just going to blend that as well into the back of my hand. So that's all the product I have at the back of my hand, and this is the brush I'll be using to apply the foundation. And this is where the natural foundation routine thing for celebrities comes in. So we'll see, because they apply it very, very lightly to the skin. Like, it looks very like natural, and I feel like celebrity makeup artists like just really take the time on their client's skin just to make it look very like next to nothing. So that's what we're gonna do. So as you guys can see, this is just a very light layer. It feels like my skin, but if you can see that compared to this, it's already looking a lot cleaner. So I'm very impressed with this, actually, if I do say so myself. So I'm just mixing more at the back of my hand so I can do the other side. So this warms up the product, so that way when we're blending it into the skin, it blends beautifully into the skin. And you always want to start at the center of the face and then push it to the outer layers of your face. I don't know why I went to the forehead. I wasn't even done the side of the face, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna push it into the skin. Use that to balance out my neck. But as I was saying, I'm going to tell you guys a story about my neck one day. Don't worry, I'm sure people are probably like, why is her neck that way? Why is her neck this color? But yeah. For now, we're focusing on this look, okay? Okay, so now that the skin is pretty much done, I'm going to go in with Fawn concealer and Chestnut. So Chestnut I'm going to use first and then layer the Fawn concealer on it for brightness, so then that way this is not too contrasted. The product at the back of my hand, I'm probably not even going to use all of this. I'm just going to use a very, very little amount of the Chestnut first, and I'm going to go ahead. Even this is a lot to be honest. So very lightly. Just the regular V that you would usually put your concealer with. I'm also going to use it on my eyelid as a primer, or rather to cross out the darkness of my eyelid, but both. I feel like the one thing I have to keep reminding myself is this is not your regular like slay face. This is like a high-end celebrity type makeup. I feel like with slay face we put so much product on our face and then we spend time trying to mop it off, whereas with like celebrity makeup artists build in layers, and if they want to add more they go ahead and add more versus having to take off. So now that that's it, I'm going to use the Fawn to highlight my eye. So again, the V that you would usually highlight your eyes with, and this I'm doing a little heavy-handedly. I'm going to use the same brush just to blend that out, so that way it's not too much. So if you look, you kind of see that this is a little highlighted and this is not, which is pretty good. This technique honestly takes time because you really have to be very light-handed. Whereas like slay face, slay mama, you're already done because you put a lot of products to begin with. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the forehead highlight. I feel like it's a little blotchy, so I'm gonna use the brush, the bigger brush, and just blend that out. Okay, then still using that very little, like very little amount. Gonna go ahead and just highlight the center of my nose. It's not blended yet, don't worry. And I'm gonna highlight here. My favorite, I just love black opal cream stuff. They were inexpensive and they're perfect. Oh, and by the way, this is the product that was left from the highlight, so I'm just gonna wipe that away. So, girl, you really save product when you do this because you're not using a lot of product. So I'm gonna go ahead and warm up the contour, and I'm just going to use that and lightly start the contour. So I want to keep it very light. I even think that's a lot, even in my opinion, to be honest. So maybe a little more light-handed than that would do. So again, right here. Yeah. I think this side of light-handedness was better, but now I have to match this, so I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm going to use a clean brush and just blend that up because I can't go as heavy on the other side because then I won't like it. Yeah, definitely went too heavy. Like, this side is perfect in terms of, you know what? That's fine, that's fine. Okay, anyway. Gonna contour without messing up my afro. very light-handedly. Gonna go right here. Again, very light-handedly. Gonna go right here. And I'm gonna use whatever that is left and just contour lightly my jawlines. I'm actually going to use a beauty blender and try to soak up that excess product so that way we don't have like harsh lines. I want it to be as, you know, natural as possible. So just take that. So that way there's no harsh lines or anything like that. So, yep. Yep, I like this better. Highlight, I'm going to take a little bit of the product and I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose very lightly, like very, very lightly. So basically what I did is I picked up the product and I wiped up whatever that was left, the excess, on a napkin, and I took whatever that is left on the brush, and that's what I'm basically contouring with. I'm going to be using these two powders to set my under eye and my highlighted zones, and this is a Marcelle powder and a Laura Mercier powder, so I'm going to mix these two together so it looks natural, and we're going to set where we highlighted so it doesn't crease on us. And very lightly, so when I start under eye, so very much so. They don't set too much because they don't want to lose that luminosity, hence why when you see celebrities, their skin is like still glowing and stuff. So I'm gonna set my eyelid. Like, I really love this makeup technique because with this, your makeup actually will last you for ages because you're not even using anything, I swear. Like, it's so light-handed that you would literally have the same makeup like years later, I swear. But I'm gonna go ahead and just set where I highlighted on here, just a little, not too much. And then I'm gonna set the corners of my lips so the concealer does not move. Okay, so because we're sticking with the cream, so we have that glow and stuff like that, I'm using the Nars Napali Coast multiple stick. So this is basically like a stick where you can use on your eyes, your lips, your cheeks, whatever. So I'm gonna dot that on my cheekbone. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that right into the apples, and then right up. Look how beautiful that looks. Ooh. Again, blend that up. I'm really loving this technique, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Like, shit. Sorry, excuse my French. I love it. This is beautiful, actually. Like, it's beautiful. But it takes so long, I swear. Okay. Next, I'm going to highlight. So for the highlight, I'm using the NYX Away We Glow, sorry. And I'm going to not dot it directly to the skin because we do not want to screw it. So we're gonna, oops, just 2 drops at the back of our hands. I think I would suggest pick up your liquid highlight, place it on your skin, and then use this brush to blend it out. I feel like it's better because when I try to warm it up at the back of my hand and then apply it, that's where I end up having the issue because it basically like doesn't do anything for me, if that makes sense. Yep, so take it literally, I know, and take it and blend it where you want to blend it. So that's that for the highlight. So now we're going to go in and set these places with the powders. And for my contoured area, I'm using my lovely bronzer by e.l.f. And this is the Turks and Caicos. And I'm gonna start very little, very light-handedly. Although I'm very tempted to go up very heavy, because I always do. But very light-handedly, and gonna start where we contoured, very light. We're trying to keep it very natural and not like slay face, very natural and very high end. and not like slay face, slay to the, like this is slay face, but you know what I mean. Like we're trying to keep it expensive slay face, you know? Now we're gonna go ahead and set the blush part, and I'm using this Nars blush in Fervor. Sorry, it looks like it's been through hell and back. I'm sorry. I'm using this cranberry side because it has glow to it, so it's going to help with like keeping the glow rather than mattifying everything. Just buffer to the cheekbones and then upwards. It's gonna grab a little bit more. And this right there, and then upwards. I think that should do it. I'm going a little heavy-handed on the blush because I love blush. I just feel like it adds to certain looks. So you don't have to go as heavy-handed as me for the blush. And also I feel like a lot of celebrities actually do go heavy-handed on the blush, I've noticed. So I'm just going to take the same blush. Yes, I've been doing this. I usually do this anyway regardless because I feel like it just adds overall color to your face. And just right here as well. I don't usually do this part, but yep, just gives you like overall color. And I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. I forgot to contour it. I was just looking at it, I was like, but I need to set the cream contour. So to the highlight, I'm using the Maybelline Mascara, and honestly I've been using this. This is like the best $10.99 I've ever spent. I keep telling everyone that. And just set that. Like you want to OD on the highlight, but still have it blend into the skin. Not just OD for OD's sake, you know? So, okay, I think that's enough ODing on the highlight. After the skin is done, I'm actually just going to take a clean fluffy brush and just tap that in because I want it to be as natural as possible. And you know, because we are the Instagram age, do OD on highlight sometimes. I kind of want the highlight to still be glowy but not like, you know, beat face glowy. So I'm just taking a clean brush just to blend out everything. I'm using the Juvias place. I swear I only have like 3 palettes, but it works. You don't need a lot of palettes, honestly. I'm gonna grab this one right here, which is the orange color, right here at the crease, and then blend it to the outer corners. Just using the orange, put it in the crease, and I'm loving what it's doing so far. So I'm using the Violet Voss palette, and you guys have seen this palette a million and one times, and I'm using the Snatched and the Strong colors. We're going to use that on the outer corners of the eyes to give it that beautiful smoky look. So I'm going to place it right here on the lash line and then buffer it outwards. I just want it to be like, oh, rich. Yeah. I like it. Of course, to retain the warmth, I'm going back with the orange, and I'm going to put the orange on top of it. So now it looks like a beautiful like dark chocolate to give it that chocolatey look. Alright, so next I'm using this color. It's called Realness, and it's kind of like this coppery color. I'm going to use that on my lid. I'm going to put that right here. You see that? It's just gorgeous. I feel like it looks rich. I'm going to use my last final palette, and this is the Huda Beauty. So I'm going to use this color. It's called Moon Dust, and I want to use that to kind of just open the inner corners of my tear duct area like so. Okay, maybe not. I feel like it's translating more yellow than I would like. It's translating a lot more yellow than I'd like, so I'll probably go over it with something else in a bit. That was a little too heavy-handed. See, I told you guys, I always get too heavy-handed on the side. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the same Realness, and I'm just going to brush that over. Perfect. So it gives me the tone that I wanted. So I kind of wanted to have like a lighter color in there, but not like the same as the Realness. So then going over it. Perfect. I love it. Now we talking. Now we talking. So I'm going to take the same brush that I had the orange color in. I'm just going to use that to blend. There's nothing, I didn't put any excess product. I'm just using the same brush to blend the inner corners. This one again, nothing on it. I'm using that to just blend this part out. I'm using the Studio Fix Maybelline liner, and this is not really to line my eyes. This is just to give it like an outline of where I'm going to smoke it out, because I feel like celebrities don't really use or do like harsh liners. And I'm using the same Violet Voss palette, and I'm going to use the black in there to smoke out the liner, so that way the liner is more sultry, more than like I put liner there, if that makes sense. So you're just literally going to use the black. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just blend over with a tiny blender brush. I'm going back with the orange just to soften it up some more, so it's not even like maximum harsh. Like I just want it to be like natural. Well, not natural, but you know what I mean. Sultry. I feel like sultry at this point. For the eyes is what we're going for, not natural. We're going to go ahead and put mascara on. So, the mascara, I'm just going to, I guess light coat. Yeah. We're not going to put the mascara on the other side. We're just going to do a light coat as well. I put some liner on my waterline as well. So basically the same ordeal that we did at the top, we're going to do at the bottom, but very lightly. So I'm using the black eyeshadow just to stamp it in there. And I'm using the Snatch and the Strong, which were like the darker, like purple browns. I'm using that to like smoke out the black a little. Like nothing too much. I'm using the same orange just to smoke out over the brown. Same thing. Smoke out over. Perfect. I'm gonna pop on the lash. And for the lash, I'm bringing it more like inside so that it can make my eyes look a lot more circular. So 1 second. Put some mascara at the bottom lash, and we're gonna do the lip, and we're pretty much done the look. Alright, so I'm using this lip liner now. It is Ebony, New York, and it's in the shade dark brown. Gold lip one more time. I'm going to use my Orgasm lip gloss by Nars. I'm going to go ahead and add the lip gloss on it. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished fixing the lip. I do like it now. So now we're going to go ahead and finish the body. Do the NYX glow that we've been working with. But yeah, I want to glow. So we're going to use this. And hopefully it works out. I can't even see what I'm doing. Okay. Oops. Okay. So just dotted 4 of them on my body. And we're going to use a beloved brush. Honestly, after this, I'm ordering a lot of these brushes. Because this brush did its thing. Oh, yes. Yes, girl. I feel like you guys are really just seeing me in my raw habitation in this video. Like, the rawness. But I love it, though. I guess it's going to have to eventually. You know, eventually. See who I am as a person, so it's only right. I add a little powder highlight. Just a little. Maybe just a little. Just a little. Not too much. Just a tad bit. And that's pretty much it. And we're all done. I could not find another setting spray, but usually this is where you would go in with a dewy setting spray and everything will just look so glowy and so beautiful. Now we're gonna go take some photos and see how the final product turns out on camera. I really, really like it. Let's go shoot. Let's go take some photos, shall we, girl? Let's go. So anyways, I moved to a white background. So that can inspire me. Ignore the music. I need it in my background so I can, you know, create some magic photos. So let's go. Hopefully I create some magic photos, really. All right, so this is the photo that I chose that I liked the most. Pretty much that's it for the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I know it was a really long tutorial. Please comment below, let me know what tips or tricks you're going to be incorporating in your own makeup routine. And please do not forget to subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting, and I'm just going to say bye. So, bye.